Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. I guess I'm not going to call it junk just yet, but anyway, we're here with the Super 66, and we're trying to decide why the poor old thing wants to, well, actually it's dropped it already. It's not even in there anymore. The twine is dropped, so we're going to have to make an adjustment or two because it's, well, okay, so yesterday, yesterday we went and we baled the little alfalfa field down here, or well, the 3-acre alfalfa field. And let's see, how many knots did it knot? 128. That's how many times it cycled the knotters, is 128. We had 81 bales in total. That's not a very good average. Better than 50%, but that's not a very good average. So anyway, down here we have my collection of twine from where I had to restart this knotter, and we're gonna have to do it one more time. But anyway, let me get that done, I guess, and then we'll start from there, maybe. Oh yes, well, that's typically what I find it did, is it missed the other end of the twine completely, and in some cases it actually does not. Well, let's see. Yeah, it'd hold a tied knot on the bill hook and wouldn't let it go, and then other times it's doing like this and it wasn't holding the twine long enough to get it tied. So we've got two problems with the same part on the same knotter. Probably not a good sign, but we're gonna have to try and fix it anyway. Okay, so we're rerouted and tied off. Don't really have any material. Well, yeah, I do too. It's just out there where the tedder was messing up the other day. So I guess I'll go get some of that, and we'll feed this thing some of that stuff and get it to trip, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to catch what's going on here. I have questions about this. That right there, that should be your twine tension, basically. And you know, there's a sweet spot for it. You get it too tight and then it won't come off, the knots won't come off the bill hook. You get it not tight enough and they won't hold on the bill hook. So, you know, that's probably what we're looking at as being an issue. But why is it intermittently doing one or the other? Well, I don't know. That's going to be a problem. So, yeah, I'm gonna go get some hay and we'll feed this turd and see what it does. All right, so we should have enough material there to get started anyway. Let's see here. That neutral. Okay, so these knots right here, that one, and that one are, well, okay, so this one, the tail is shorter than that one, but it is tied 3 times, basically trouble free here, sitting here in the barn with me feeding it hay by hand. It does a fine job. So I'm wondering, because this tail is longer, if it's not, let's see, what would that be? Or maybe that one over there is too short. But anyway, either way, I think I need to fine tune my twine knives just a little bit, for good measure, more so than anything else, because they, yeah, anyway, something is amiss with them, I believe. But, you know, that's all fine and good for up here in the barn. You take it out to the field and actually bale with the thing. I don't know what we're going to run into. But hopefully we can get this thing sorted out so that I can use it, because I've got more hay to bale. Anyway, let me, well, we'll pull this knotter up and look at the book and see what it says about this. Okay, so, knife arm. Okay, you can see that overall my knotters, this one is up just a hair higher than this one is, but anyway, bump this up some. Look at where this knife arm is versus that one, and they're pretty much the same. Not the same, you know, whatever you want to call it, the same position on their drive gears. So on the ramp, that being said, now which way is our problem? Is it with the roller inside the gear, or is it something with the arm itself? Or is it with the ramp? Because it is pretty worn in there, best I can see. But this one is very similar. So yeah, anyway, that should be more than plenty far enough, but at the same time I have to wonder, because this one is way farther than that one, and that could definitely be an issue. So I'm gonna pull the knife arms out and we'll see what's going on with them. And then I also have questions about this piece right here that the bill hook rides on. We might just have to go out to the parts baler and see what we got and see if it's any better than this one. We can always hope, right? Okay, so I figured out what we're hitting and making it stop. It's contacting the end of the bill hook right there. That's not desirable at all. So, I don't know if I should bother taking it all the way out, or if I should just try and file that a little bit. I think obviously I'm going to file it before I try and take it all the way out of there. But anyway, because that one Well, actually, it misses by a whole lot. Yay. Alright. And this one does not. That's a problem. A big problem. Anyway. So now, how to go about straightening that? Or, you know what? Let's don't straighten it. Let's just replace it, right? If this one out here is any good, that is. Let's go see if I can get stung by something or bit. Same design. Yeah, everything's the same. So let's see what happens with this one. Okay, so this one close to the bill hook, but it does not hit the bill hook. I don't know if I don't know what I need exactly here, but anyway, well, you know what? Pretty much everything on this one looks to be less worn than what I have on the other one. Pretty much. So, you know, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Anyway, so I guess, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to try and file that one first, I guess, just to see what happens. Worst it'll do is it still won't work, right? It really doesn't need, you know, we don't need to lose more than, I don't know, a couple thousandths of an inch to make it clear. So let's go see what a file will do. Maybe not this one, but you get the idea. So let me close that thing down again so we can see what I'm doing. Maybe. Okay. So there's that. Now, let's see. What would be a good spot to put this thing where you can see kind of sort of what I'm doing here. Okay. I'm going to do with that. I guess maybe that'll help. So anyway, I filed and bent this a little bit, so it should work better now, in theory. So that is not quite to the peak of the ramp yet. But that's the top of the ramp right there. Okay, so it goes well on past without making big bangs and nasty noises and stuff. This one, again, that's the peak of the ramp on that one. They're traveling about the same distance. So there's still something binding on this side though, and I don't know what, and I don't know why. This one runs just smooth as smooth can be, and this one, you have to really hit it to get it to jump up on the ramp. So I don't know if this shaft for the, this shaft here for the knife arm is bent, or what the case may be, but you know, you really have to, which now, what the hell happened? Okay, I'm off the wrench. That's the problem is. But anyway, yeah. Right about there, it gets tight. And that roller in there, it's tight. Well, that's what it is. That shaft is catching in there for some reason. Yay! Anyway, back to the drawing board. Okay, so new knife arm, or well, you know, brand used knife arm, and it just rolls around there nice and smooth and like it's supposed to do. So that being said, I hope that was the problem and that was what was causing us our grief. I would be very, very happy if that's all it is. I had, well, yeah, last fall we had a problem. Well, the knotter drive chain was bad, was worn, okay, extraordinarily bad. All right, I replaced it this spring, put everything through and everything was fine. But anyway, last fall, bad things happened. Chain was loose, bad things happened, needles broke, blah, 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 bad stuff. Anyway, this knotter had obviously been contacted by the needle, so I paid very close attention to this one and made sure everything was right, took it apart, cleaned it up, straightened a couple things out, put it all back together, reset everything to the book, set this one, everything to the book also. But I didn't check the knife arm. This one also got hit, apparently, because you can't tell it, but that shaft or something right here has to be bent or twisted just enough to make it not work right. So that being said, we're going to put it back together and see what happens. I've got to put the twine tensioner back on there, or the bill hook tensioner, whatever you want to call it, and then put it back together. Go rake up some hay, and then we'll see what happens. That's the best thing I can do at this point in time, and hopefully that's all we have to do, because I really need to get this done. So yeah, we're gonna give her a test. Yep, same thing. Well, hello. Welcome to day 2 of trying to get this thing to run. I've got, I don't know if this bolt is actually a problem or not, but we're going to replace it. This is the adjustment for the tension on the bill hook. Again, we got this thing going and it bailed, I don't know, 10 bales, and then it dropped the string and missed one and dropped the string again. So and then you can mess with this and get it to work again for a little while, and then it goes away again. So that's what I'm going to try right now. So we're going to take his knotter back up, take that bolt out, put in, hopefully one of these will work, and I won't have to go chasing stuff. But anyway, that's what I'm going to try. Okay, so just to point out a fact here, is this is, I thought, was a regular old some sort of lock nut. That's not what that is. So maybe we won't replace, we'll just put a nut on there, because it should be a 5/16 nut. Plus that, and if we replace, we have to do a little bit more surgery than I wanted to do. But we still have a pretty bad tight spot in there, and I don't know why. I don't know. That's about the end of it. I do not know. All right, so we got the nut on there, put the thing back together. I don't know really what this tight spot is, other than you can see how that moves up and down in there. And there's never been a shim or anything to keep it from moving, but it seems to do way better when it's up like that. But this one, it works just fine, and it moves pretty much the same amount. So all that being said, I guess I'm going to try and I'm going to trip the knotters and then try and cycle it through by hand. I don't know how good a job I'm going to be able to do, because there is hay in the thing. Fighting that plunger against the hay is very often not easy, but that's the only thing I'm going to be able to do, other than just run it again, which, you know, I am insane, but why would I really want to do that again? See if I can find some place where you all can see what's going on here, maybe. And then if nothing else, I can watch the video. Okay, so what was that clunk? What was that clunk? I cannot tell. Okay, so now my knot's still on the and of course now this one's going to screw up too, but anyway. Alright, so I got a knot still on the bill hook, but it came off easy enough just by pulling on it, so maybe if we had hay going through there it would work. Anyway, I guess time to continue with the definition of insanity and see if it's going to work or not, right? Alright, so here we go again. Still in place. So I guess let's run another one, see what happens. itself. I'll bail a couple more, see what it does. Okay, so it's missed one more and tied, I don't know, 10 or so. I was tied 10 since it missed the last time. I've got, I think, 31 bales. That's my best count that I got so far. And the knotter says 46. Or over 50. Over 50%, I should say. So hopefully this will continue and get better. That'd be great. Obviously my count's screwed, but you know, I can go back and count them over again. I've already got 31 say in this field, so I should end up north of 50 at least for this one, and then we got to rake the other one and bale it. But yeah, got to call hey customer and tell him I'm baling finally, so we'll do that first. Then it won't work anymore, right? Fixed it. Wet borrowed the monster. Only problem with this baler is my tractor can't drive fast enough to feed it with a single raked wind. Wow, I'm tongue tied. With a single raked wind row, okay? Massey Ferguson 124. I would hate to know how many bales this thing has made in its life. Borrowed it from my uncle, former dairyman. When this thing was new, they baled every bit of hay they needed for their 100 cow dairy, 100 cow milking dairy with this baler. It's eating a lot of hay. And guess what? It still does an admirable job of it. So we finished that one back there. It mistied the first bale, and then string broke on one bale. There's 60 some bales over there. And then got this raked up, and well, we're bailing on it. I need to find somebody that's got one of those that they want to get rid of, I guess, because that's just the only issue I got with this, with a 124 Massey, is my tractor's not big enough. It's a good machine. Even as beat and wore out as this one is, it still will just kill it day in, day out. So yeah, thanks for watching. I guess I'm gonna pull my hair out one more time over the knotters on the Super 66, and if it doesn't work out, then well, it'll meet the torch, and the other one will meet the torch, and I'll put some money together and see about buying a 124, I guess, or something a little bit newer, a little bit better. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm sure this video is going to be long. Sometimes that's just how it is. This has been kind of a long process, if you hadn't noticed. So yeah, I'll be back later.